Season of the Lost has begun, and with a new season brings a new seasonal artifact and a fresh selection of mods to play with this season. And that's enough time wasted on intros. Let's get right into those mods and my opinions on them. First up, Anti-Barrier Auto. Not much to say about this one. Unfortunately, it is our only anti-barrier mod this season. It would have been nice to get another option for anti-barrier. When it comes to lower level content, anti-barrier auto does just fine. However, when it comes to endgames such as GMs, autos suffer a little bit just due to the range. But other than that, it's our only option for anti-barrier, so am I really allowed to complain all that much? Next up, Overload Bows. Personally, I'm glad that Overload Bows are back. I feel like they're the most consistent Overload weapons. It's got range, works consistently. What more could you want from an anti-champion mod? Unstoppable Pulse. Good unstoppable option for all levels of content. Gives you range to play safe in GMs, but we do have more options for unstoppable champs, so wait till the end to see if this one is worth it for you. Sidearms. Unstoppable. Why, Bungie? Why? We had it last season and nobody used it, mostly due to the fact that it was season of the grenade launcher. But in anything that you are at light level or under, sidearms are not a good option. Personally, I would not take this mod. Overload Sword. Personally, I don't like this mod due to the way Overload champions work. Sometimes it's way too hard just to lock them down and hit them with the sword when they're, jumping around the map like a spaz. And when it comes to endgame content, swords are often not a good option just because everything hurts so much. But if you see this as a good option, go for it. I won't judge. You get to play the game how you want to. Go for it, boo. Hands on. Gain more super energy on melee kills. It's a decent mod. If you think you're going to be using melee kills, Hammer Titan's got that hammer buff. Grab this one if you think you'll use it, or not. I lumped all of these together because mileage may vary depending on you. Shotgun Dexterity, Sword Scavenger, Fusion Loader, Linear Fusion Rifle Targeting, Auto Rifle Loader, Shotgun Ammo Finder, Linear Fusion Rifle, and Fusion Rifle Ammo Scavenger. Sidearm Dexterity. Take what you want and don't take what you don't. What's next? Passive Guard. Welcome back, my old friend. Receive less damage when wielding a sword. I think anyone should grab this. Free damage resistance when up close and personal with enemies. What more is there to love? And especially with Lament, Falling Guillotine, Crown Splitter, all good options for most, if not all, content. Grab it. Unstoppable Fusion Rifle and Linear Fusion Rifle. I see lots of possibilities with this mod. We've got Sleeper. Let's go break the game with Telesto. Grab it. Don't look back. Go show those champions the power of the Voop. Withering Heat. Causing damage with a solar ability weakens champions for a short duration. In my playtesting, and according to my back of napkin math, this increases the amount of damage done to a champion by 30%. And for simply tagging a champion with any solar ability, I think it's a good mod to go with. According to Light.gg, it stuns unstoppable champions. However, in my playtesting, that seems to be incorrect, and Light.gg is the only place I have seen that claim. There's a couple other mods that are in the artifact that could have some potential synergy. Resinous Siphon. We've had this one before. Gain stasis ability energy when a champion gets stunned. Good option for hunters and warlocks for endgame PvE, or any PvE. And in a minute you'll see why this is even a better option combined with some of the other mods we have access to this season. Thermoplastic Strike. Solar and stasis melee stun overload champions and refreshes your melee ability when you or a fireteam member stun an overload champion. Again, if you see yourself using solar or stasis subclass for PvE content with overload champion, go for it. Those middle tree throwing hammers on Titan did get a PvE buff. Go bonk those champions on the head. This will be one of those mods that I mentioned will work well with Withering Heat. Next up, Fire and Ice. Defeating champions spawns a random array of solar and stasis wells. If you're one to use well mods, then this could be a useful mod. Personally, I don't use any of the well mods, and I haven't looked into including them into my builds. But that could change this season. Well of Potency. Picking up a well that matches your subclass gives you super energy. Just like the previous Fire and Ice mod, this is a good option if you use well mods in your build. I don't. But if you do, more power to you. Pyretic Embrace. Casting a Solar Super restores you to full health and shields. I think this mod is a good option for all types of content, so long as you're using the Solar subclass. Mileage may vary depending on whether you like to play your Solar subclasses or not, but it is what it is. I personally like to pair it for PvP, but that may change because Top Tree Dawn did get a nerf. Or an adjustment, I should say. If you play a Solar class in PvP, it makes good for Panic Supers. Thermoplastic Blooming. Defeating a combatant with Solar or Stasis melee creates an orb of power. Not much else to say about this one. It does what it says it does. I don't think that creating an orb of power with a melee is worth the mod slot, especially considering masterwork weapons are a thing. Not worth it in my opinion. Focusing Lens. We've had this one before and it was a good one. Light abilities do more damage to combatants affected by stasis. This is good for any content if your team has a stasis user and a light subclass user. This may or may not be as potent in Grandmasters considering Geomags got nerfed, but I still see it as a strong option to go with. Geomags still buff the length of Chaos Reach, and we have Cuirass of the Falling Star for those Yeet Titans. Side note, this mod costs 3 energy and Wither and Heat costs 6 energy, so you could potentially run them together. However, at the time of this video, I am not sure if those two mods will work together. Once I'm able to test this, I will pin a comment below letting you know the results. And last but not least, Particle Deconstructions. Dealing damage to a combatant with a fusion rifle or linear fusion rifle grants bonus damage with a fusion rifle or linear fusion rifle against that combatant for a short duration. This effect stacks up to 5 times. Looks like we have gone from Season of the Grenade Launcher to Season of the Linear Fusion and Fusion Rifle. This won't be as strong as Breach and Clear, but I see that as a good thing for the health of the game. This will pair nicely with Unstoppable Fusion and Linear Fusion Rifle. Unfortunately, I haven't unlocked this mod yet, so I don't have the numbers on how much of a damage buff it is, but I'm pretty sure that once I get this unlocked, I may or may not do a full video over it, depending on how strong it is. If it's really strong, you'll see a video. If it's not all that strong, you'll see something down in the comments below. Maybe something like Sleeper will be the go-to heavy this season. And that is it for all the seasonal mods that we got this season. Once I have all the mods unlocked and a chance to play with them all, I'll do an update video of what mod stands out, because right now, most of these opinions are just initial opinions. They're just what I think from reading what the mods do on paper. It's not actually playing with them. But I want to know what you think about these mods. Tell me in the comments down below. What mods are you excited for? And do you disagree with my opinions? And if you do, tell me. Just be civil about that. Why can't we all be nice? I hope you all enjoyed the video and are enjoying the new season. I wish the best of luck farming for God Rolls this season, and I will catch you next time.